I'm Renata Duma, interview coach. In episode 14, I shared a few tricks you can try to ensure that your resume goes directly to the hiring manager, the one who would be responsible for hiring you, and past the resume sentry. I told you some of them may be a bit out there, and once again, I don't recommend you use them unless you're willing to take a chance. Unorthodox as they may be, they work, more often than not. I guess it all comes down to human nature, and if you can appeal to that nature, well, you're away to the races. Here's a few more ways to get a hard copy of your resume directly into the hands you want it to be in. Option 3, the old Post-it note trick. Some might argue that this tactic is deceptive. Others would call it effective and innovative advertising. This is how it works. Attach a typical Post-it note to your own resume with the following handwritten on it. This one looks really good, and then sign it with a J or an M. That's it. Chances are that the hiring manager will get that resume in their hands with a note on it saying that it's good and implying that someone else has already reviewed it and finds it as such. By the time they realize that the note didn't come from anyone in their office, you're already in the door. A tad sneaky, yes, but effective nonetheless. Option 4, send your resume directly to the hiring manager as a registered letter. They'll have to sign for it, and believe me, they probably will, out of sheer curiosity. By using this option, you're guaranteeing that your resume ends up in the hands of the hiring manager and not in the hands of one of their many possible mail filterers. Costs a few bucks extra, I know, but again, could be the difference between going to the show or not. Option 5, deliver it by hand yourself. Just walk into the office, ask for the hiring manager. You might want to call ahead and make sure they're around to save yourself a trip if they're not. Just say you want to briefly discuss the current job opening with them. Unless you run into a pit bull of a reception person who demands you call ahead and make an appointment, chances are you'll see the hiring manager and they'll think you're hot hiring stuff. That means determined and outgoing, a proactive type A personality. What have you got to lose other than travel time? Go for it. Option 6, the inside contact. If you're trying to get into a company, a great way to do it is through developing an inside contact. These days, with all the social networking sites available, that should be a breeze. If it's possible, gradually work your way up to a close associate of the hiring managers. People like to hire people they know, even if it's through another party. It's comfortable. What's that saying about 6 degrees of separation? It refers to the idea that if a person is 1 step away from each person they know and 2 steps away from each person who is known by one of the people they know, then everyone is at most 6 steps away from any other person on earth. You may want to replay that to get it straight, because it may just be one way to get 1 step closer to getting the job you want. What to do next?